During the historic Shenzhou 5 mission in 2003, as astronaut Yang orbited high above Earth, something unsettling began to occur. Out of the silence of space, he started hearing strange knocking sounds. It was as if someone, or something, was outside his spacecraft, tapping on the hull, trying to get in. The noise was clear and persistent, echoing through the walls of his tiny vessel. When Yang returned to Earth, the first thing he did was report the inexplicable sounds. Engineers and scientists pored over every detail of the mission, searching for a logical explanation. Despite extensive investigations, no one has ever been able to explain these mysterious sounds, leaving them as an unsolved enigma in the annals of space exploration. And Yang wasn't alone in encountering the unexplainable. During the iconic Apollo 11 mission, as the astronauts orbited the far side of the moon, out of contact with Earth and shrouded in the moon's shadow, they experienced something wholly unexpected. Through their communication systems, they began to hear a strange, unearthly sound. It was a whistling, almost musical tone that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Dubbed space music, this eerie noise sparked debates and countless theories. Was it radio interference or something far more mysterious? The truth remains elusive, adding another layer of intrigue to the mysteries of space. These incidents, shrouded in uncertainty, underscore one undeniable truth. Space is a vast, largely uncharted territory where the unknown reigns supreme. There's so much out there that defies our current understanding, and these stories serve as a haunting reminder of just how alien the cosmos can be. Stuck in space. Fast forward to today, and the mysteries of space have taken on a more immediate, human form. Two NASA astronauts, Sunita Williams and Barry Wilmore, who were supposed to be on a routine 8-day mission to the International Space Station, ISS, now find themselves in an unexpected predicament. Their quick trip has turned into an indefinite stay with no clear return date in sight. What began as a straightforward mission to test Boeing's Starliner spacecraft has evolved into a tense, drawn-out ordeal filled with uncertainty and suspense. The Starliner mission, a short trip gone long. In June 2024, Williams and Wilmore set out on a mission intended to finally validate Boeing's Starliner spacecraft, a vessel that had been in development for over a decade. The plan was simple: launch, dock with the ISS, spend just over a week conducting tests and evaluations, and then return home. But soon after docking, things began to go awry. The Starliner encountered a series of technical issues that quickly spiraled into a full-blown crisis. First, there were helium leaks in the spacecraft's propulsion system, a critical problem when you're 400 kilometers above Earth. Then, as if that wasn't enough, 5 out of 28 thrusters malfunctioned, further complicating the situation. While engineers on the ground worked tirelessly to address these issues, the safety of the spacecraft remained in question. NASA was faced with a difficult decision. Should they attempt to bring the astronauts home using the compromised Starliner, or should they seek an alternative solution? After weeks of deliberation and risk assessment, NASA made the tough call. Starliner was deemed too unsafe for the return trip. In an embarrassing twist for Boeing, NASA decided to bring the astronauts back using SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft, which has a proven track record of successful missions to the ISS. SpaceX has been flying Dragon to the ISS with astronauts for over 3 years. Life aboard the ISS. For Williams and Wilmore, what was supposed to be a brief mission has turned into an extended, nerve-wracking stay aboard the ISS. The psychological and physical toll of being stuck in space, with no clear idea of when they'll return to Earth, is immense. The ISS is well equipped for long-term missions, but the uncertainty of this situation adds a heavy burden. Astronauts are trained to handle the stresses of space travel, but even the best training can't fully prepare someone for the mental strain of being stranded in space. They must adhere to a strict daily routine, including regular exercise to combat the effects of microgravity, like muscle atrophy and bone density loss, which can occur at rates of up to 20% and 12% per month, respectively. Staying connected with loved ones on Earth helps, but it's not a replacement for being there in person. There's also the ever-present danger of prolonged exposure to space radiation, which is up to 100 times higher than on Earth. This increases the risk of long-term health issues like cancer, adding another layer of anxiety to an already stressful situation. And then there's the psychological impact of isolation, with astronauts often experiencing mood swings, sleep disturbances, and the stress of living in such a confined environment. The bigger picture, what does this mean for Boeing and NASA? Boeing is now under intense scrutiny. What was once a promising project has turned into a public relations nightmare, with over $1.4 billion in losses and a significant blow to the company's reputation. The technical issues and delays have raised serious questions about Boeing's ability to meet the high standards required for human spaceflight. For NASA, this situation underscores the critical need for reliable spaceflight options. While SpaceX's Crew Dragon has proven to be a dependable backup, the ongoing problems with Starliner serve as a stark reminder of the inherent risks and challenges of space exploration. NASA now faces the daunting task of ensuring that Boeing addresses these issues before Starliner is cleared for future missions. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the outcome of this mission will have lasting implications for both Boeing and NASA. The aerospace giant must now work diligently to resolve Starliner's problems, while NASA must continue to prioritize the safety and well-being of its astronauts. Meanwhile, Williams and Wilmore continue to adapt to their extended stay, demonstrating the resilience and determination that have always been at the heart of human space exploration. As we keep our eyes on the skies, let's hope that this tale of mystery and human endurance ends not with more questions, but with a safe return home for our astronauts, and some valuable lessons learned for the future of space travel.